Today, as I mentioned, we're in our last session for today, which is AIR at your school, Artificial Intelligence and Robotics at your school. So we saw this session yesterday with smart solutions, and this will be pretty similar, kind of reviewing a lot of the stuff you've had today, but now maybe more of the technical aspects. So we'll do a quick icebreaker and introduction, and then we'll go into our session objectives, our goals for the session today. And then we'll also, once again, be doing breakout rooms to explore the RISE module. And at the very end, our activity today will be a quizzes. So I'm sure a lot of people have done that. And if you haven't, this should be an exciting introduction to that. Then we'll have a time for reflection on that activity and a share out. And of course, any questions at the end. And we do also have office hours after this in case you have questions that may not be relevant to the AIR curriculum, but you just have general questions. All right. So for an activity today, or for our icebreaker today, if you could use only one digital device for the rest of the day and had to get rid of the others, which device would you choose and why? This is so hard, but I'm gonna say a speaker. Although I mean, I would say I guess a radio, because a speaker also requires me to have another device where I would be able to put music on. But yeah, I'm just gonna say a radio or music. Well, and I know a lot of other people being like smartphone, laptop, TV, but wouldn't it be nice to just unplug for a day? So this I'm seeing as an excuse to unplug and be like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I have one device and it's a speaker.
Nice, Caroline. I like your approach with that. I initially was thinking smartphone because I can pretty much do everything from it, the internet, and I can communicate with work. But then I thought harder about it and I was like, maybe I just want my gaming PC, none of the other ones. And then I would just game all day. I'm totally fine just immersing myself in my game world and just being like, yeah, I can't reach out to anyone else about anything. Oh, Switch, yes. Dallas, what are you playing on this?
People in the chat started changing their mindset and they were like, wait a second, I don't want my smartphone.
I've been playing Pokemon Unite lately on my Switch. I am very addicted to it. So what do you play on the Switch, Dallas? Animal Crossing, yes. We're all, YE has a gaming channel, by the way, that we talk about our stuff. So love it.
We haven't visited each other's islands though. One day. We should create a YE island. Who knows?
KFC did that. Have you seen KFC stuff?
Yes, I did. Oh, there were so many branding things for that. That was great. I loved it. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for sharing your insight on what would be your one device. So again, I've introduced myself a few times to everyone here, but I'm Carolina Marquez, the Program Manager of Technology. My background's in virtual reality and augmented reality, but I can answer a lot of your questions on the technology that we've provided. I'll pass to Kelly.
Yes, hello. I just introduced myself last session and the several sessions before that. So I was thinking of something new to say. And then I saw Dallas's comment about peaches and I just went down a gaming path again, but I definitely have peaches. I actually have all the different fruits that are on Animal Crossing Islands because I follow Reddit. So no, you're totally fine. So you guys can learn something new about me. You've already heard me talk about gaming, IT. I'm super passionate about STEAM and learning in the makerspace classroom. I'm a huge proponent of Girls Who Code too. I used to facilitate and sponsor a club for Girls Who Code. That's another fun little thing to talk about. But yeah, you'll find me in the game interwebs all over the place if you ever do. So, but anyway, I will continue on. All right. Carolina, is this you? This is me, right? Okay, it's been a long day for us too. So we are definitely feeling your pain here. We really appreciate you hanging in and taking in all of this information because it is a lot of information. But we are very excited for everything that you're going to be doing in your Verizon Innovative Learning Labs with your students. So our objectives for this session today is, again, to have you access our synchronous/asynchronous RISE learning module for AIR at your school. This will be discussing how you can implement it practically in your classroom. So there's going to be a lot of tips and tricks, best practices for the hardware and the software that you'll encounter in the course. There are going to be a lot of cross-curricular application ideas that hopefully can spark some interest, not only in your Verizon Innovative Learning Lab for if you're a technology teacher primarily, but we really, as a team, as an organization, want to encourage the entire school to utilize the Verizon Innovative Learning Lab. So we really work hard to build and foster ideas around cross-curricular facilitation and application. So hopefully some of the resources and ideas that we've presented in this course can be little catalysts for you to think about other ways that you can bring other teachers in and get them involved with whatever they're working on. Also, we will at the end review different troubleshooting, as I said, tips and tricks, FAQs, and other additional resources and questions that you might have. As Joe mentioned previously, you guys are pretty used to this format by now, and we've gotten some good feedback. So I really hope that you've been enjoying it. This is going to be the same thing. We're going to break out into rooms. We're going to have 3 collaboration rooms that you can choose from this time and 1 independent study room. So there is going to be a asynchronous/synchronous RISE module that you can access now and anytime in the future. Just want to point out there, again, I said this earlier, I think during Smart Solutions, but these modules and activities have been carefully designed by our team to try and capture the essence of the courses in a fun and engaging way that also allows you for real-time networking and collaboration for some of those who can attend, but it also has the asynchronous opportunity to experience it later and go back and refer to it. So again, we appreciate your patience with this new format and providing us feedback so that we work to build the best possible learning environment to support you as teachers and your Verizon Innovative Learning Lab students. There is a lot of information today in the RISE modules, and this one in particular has a lot of information. There will be videos and interactives and text and more. There is no activity in this one having you build a robot or complete anything. We have a fun quizzes at the end, and the answers to those quizzes questions come from this module, but please don't rush, don't feel anxious if you're unable to actually get through all of the reading material in the module. Again, we understand it's a lot of content to cover in a very short amount of time. This information will be available to you year round, so you can go back and visit the modules at any point in the future. So we are going to be giving you 30 minutes to go and access the RISE module. As usual, we will stay here in the main room. So if you encounter something that makes you scratch your head or makes you go, come on in and we'll help. We'll probably be popping into the rooms as well. When we close after 30 minutes, we will all meet back in here. We'll have how many of you have done quizzes? I don't know if you've all jumped into your rooms yet, but if any of you teachers we did quizzes already in some of the sessions, I know. And I believe the quizzes that you have completed in some of the other sessions have been asynchronous independently. We're going to do a Kahoot is another one where I like to do like a game in the classroom with students that I used to do. So we're going to do a quizzes live together where you'll be competing for prizes with the quizzes. So have fun, take a deep breath, get a snack, get a drink, hop into your breakout rooms, enjoy the RISE module, and we will see you back here in about 30 minutes. Are we ready for some fun competition? Ready? Oh, it's not AI. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Oh, somebody new just started. Somebody joined. Okay, here we go. We are gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Exciting music too. Oh.
Okay, the AIR curriculum has many blank applications, including science, technology, math, ELA, and arts, to name a few.
I'm going with underwater.
That's a good one. Subnautica. What underwater?
We're waiting on one response. Looks like, oh, time's up.
Yay. Oh,
Oh, wait,
right, Maria.
what
Number
was the answer?
one. The answer.
Cross-curricular was the answer.
Cross-curricular.
Yes.
Curricular. Very good. Next question. What is the ELA companion book that the AIR curriculum follows along with? The author was speaking today. So those of you that got to hear her talk, it was amazing.
And for anyone who hasn't done quizzes, it also is calculating how long it takes you to answer. So the faster you answer, the better chance you have of moving up on the leaderboard.
Maria, still in the lead. You go. All right. And plastic ahoy.
100%.
Although I'm pretty partial to metal straws and SDGs. I came up with these corny answers. So ooh,
I definitely picked what I wished it was. I did not pick the right answer.
that was so fast. Like that was the fastest one, I think, that I've seen everybody answering. It's like
Almost. We're waiting on one.
That's a very satisfying sound too, as the answers are coming in. It sounds like popping bubble wrap. Time's up. Somebody else steal lead? Oh, Tasha moving up.
Ooh. No one can overtake Maria.
You still got a chance. There's 3 more questions left.
Super delicious greens. Carlina, that was you. That's what you.
Yes, I did. I was the only one who did that.
Oh, what application do you use to program the microbit with the Sphero rover? What application? I'm kind of new to quizzes. I haven't used it a whole lot. I see a couple of different options here. I could do full question view, chart view. I encourage you all to check this tool out to use in your classroom if you haven't. Time's up. Oh, Maria is just unstoppable. I see Lois moved up. Yes, Microsoft MakeCode. Fantastic.
The answer wasn't TikTok.
It wasn't TikTok. Powering the Little Bits Topper Kit with blank or an external battery. How can you power the Little Bits Topper Kit? I love how the timer gets like really anxious at the end, like
Turning red.
and it ticks like faster and louder.
Oh,
change up.
Whoa, big changes. Oh, Maria, so close. Maria. Oh no.
Oh, that was an exciting one. I'm excited
That was a good
now.
trick question.
It
Ooh,
was.
look at that. Do we need an explanation for this question maybe? Yeah, I mean, I would just say that, yeah, when you're using the Little Bits Topper Kit, it's going to be powered through the power that's going to the rover. So that's how you're connecting it. Otherwise, you can use those little bits just separate from the rover with an external battery.
Yeah, that was Carolina's question. Good question, Carolina.
The tech questions there are meant to trip you up.
I like how you just like shook the whole thing up there. So everyone's like, they all thought they knew what was happening. So I think this is the last question now. So
yes, the last question.
This is it, y'all.
Bottom of the ninth.
From the
Bases are
Ooh,
loaded.
salad.
big
It's time for the
changes.
big
Last
one.
chance to redeem yourself, Maria.
Here we go. Here we go. What happened? Oh, I was like, no. The anticipation. Ooh.
Ooh.
You can train. We were talking about teachable machine in one of the sessions with blank, blank, and blank. How can you train? I like that this took a while. Everybody was like, they wanted to be fast, but they also were like, I want to get this right.
Choke chain, dog whistle, and treats.
Time's up.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Hooray for Miss
Rebecca coming in
Yapel.
at the very end there. Woo.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is awesome. Oh wow, that was there. We tripped some people up on that one too. Look at that.
Yep.
Yes, Teachable Machine is the free Google platform that you'll be using in one of the lessons, and you can train Teachable Machine with images that you put on there, sounds, and poses. Very good.
I wonder,
Okay.
is there a way to see like all of the final results again, like the who
Yeah,
won
that's-
again? Oh, leaderboard. I think if you click on leaderboard, you can see who
Where
won
is leaderboard? They're right here.
right there. Oh,
There we go.
okay, yeah. Yeah, so we've got
Three
Ms. Yapel,
winners.
Tasha, and Simone. Top three. Good job. Freaking
Top three,
5,000.
and you will be getting some Bill swag. So I will be reaching out to make sure that I know we have all of your information, but I'm writing it down right now. Congratulations. I hope you all had fun with that. And I am going to pull the PowerPoint back up now for our wrap up and hand it over to Carlina.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so first of all, just want to check in on a reflection of that RISE module, see if anyone had any questions about that. I know that was a lot of information presented at once, but we're hoping it's kind of like your one-stop shop for in the future implementing the AIR course.
And then while you're thinking about any questions as well, we will also drop the link for the feedback survey. If you could, please, we really appreciate all of your feedback and all of those responses. So when you send in a survey, we collect your email address on that, and we are doing a drawing for every survey that you submitted for a VR headset and a 360 camera kit. So these are technology kits. We have several of them, and this is for you personally. So complete those surveys. Every survey is an entry into that drawing. And again, the feedback is there because we want to improve this program for you and make all of the outcomes for your classroom and your students the best that it can be.
Yes, thank you. If we have any questions or reflections on the RISE module or the activity.
Carolina, I have a question. This is Eileen.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of the AIR curriculum, we do need Chromebooks because of the make code, right? Because even though all the kids have iPads, or, you know, we don't need like individual Chromebooks. We probably need like one per pair of kids.
So yeah, yes, they work on Chromebook. They also work on iPads and tablets, I believe.
It works okay on iPads. I've used MakeCode a lot, and so it's hit and miss sometimes. I just giving you the truth. It's 75% works.
On iPads.
But you can't download it.
Okay, so you can't. Okay, sorry.
So from the iPad, Lois, can you not use an adapter cord to plug in to the microbit?
Well, the only thing that I'm thinking is that if we had Lightning C cables so that we could connect USB into those are about $39 to $40 a piece.
So I know also Joe mentioned wirelessly sending that. The only way that I've done the wireless is after I've actually hooked it up physically, but I would have to look into the tech guides to see. I will tell you in regards to the curriculum and planning part and the lesson planning part with sharing that the facilitator guides that we have written them as collaborative and partner lessons. Again, I don't know all the different policies with COVID and what will be happening in the different schools and the different districts, but the intention for microbit and rover and little bits activities is that they be in pairs or even groups of 4. It depends on what activity you're actually working on, but pair programming is a strategy, a learning instructional strategy that we've also shared in some of our facilitator guides that can help you get the most mileage, because you only have 15 rovers and we anticipate one of your classes might have 30 students. So you would be sharing a rover and a microbit set and project between 2 students.
I have a question about not the sharing part, but just, I know this is premature, but I know tomorrow we're going to go into the 5G apps. And I'm just wondering how many of those 5G apps, I love having iPads and I'm oh so grateful to Verizon. So this isn't that type of conversation, but there are certain apps that don't work as well with the iOS system as they do with an Android system. And so I'm just wondering if it's just not perfect. It's like, just like when we do our 3D printing, that's not going to be perfect with the iPads. So are there certain apps tomorrow or Friday that might not be as strong as on an iPad as they would be on a PC or another device?
So I don't want to give a definite answer only because I'm not the developer of these apps, but they will be in our sessions tomorrow. So definitely you can ask them for sure again. However, just knowing the program, I'm pretty sure all of the 5G applications have been created specifically for iPad because they are being made specifically for the VILS program. So all of the developers that are working on this are joining this because of the VILS program. And so they're working on this for the specific purpose. But also there's other applications on there that they're using that I think also work on smartphones. And then of course there's some more heavy VR applications that are the ones that are used on the HTC Vive headset.
Do they download them to our smartphones too, to the ones that we have with the?
That will have to be something you can access from VIL HQ, and they'll go over all of the accessing of those 5G apps tomorrow.
Thank you.
And that's the that's the website that we announced this week. So that's also very, very new.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, any other reflections session on the RISE module or the quizzes? Any questions? We have just a few minutes left. We do have our Canvas session after our office hours after this. If you have questions about anything with the curriculum, technology, Canvas, definitely pop into those office hours. But if there are no more questions, I will go ahead and pass it off to Robin.
Thanks, Carolina. Lois's question actually is a great segue into what I want to share. This is the last session of this day, but it's also the last session of the Fall Institute, where we dived into the Smart Solutions and AIR curriculum and technology. And we hope that you all had a great experience. We certainly had a wonderful experience learning with you. So thank you so much for your participation, for joining in and collaborating with us and really taking this program to your students. I said it in the welcome session for the Institute, you really are our greatest resource, and we are so grateful for all of the work that you're doing to bring this amazing program to your deserving students. Tomorrow, we are kicking off the 5G Summit, where we are going to dive into all of those 5G applications. We are partnering with Verizon and the New York City Media Lab to look at the Ville HQ, which is that website that was launched this week, along with all of those 5G applications that were designed specifically for our users, which is all of you and your students. We are going to be having the immersive media labs join us tomorrow. So we're going to have another group of labs educators joining us tomorrow. So please welcome them to the party and let them know how much fun we're all going to have together. I do have one more request for you guys before you go. We've asked you for your feedback several times. I'm going to ask for it one more time. And this survey is about Institute as a whole, about your experience, about your registration experience, the timing of these trainings, because we really want to create trainings that work for you. So one more time, I'm going to drop a link into the chat if you would be so kind as to fill out this last survey for us about your experience the last 2 days. We would really appreciate it. So thank you, everybody. Please drop into office hours if you have additional questions that are best answered one-on-one. We would love to see your smiling faces there and talk to you some more. If not, have a great evening, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning as we kick off the 5G Summit. Thanks, guys.